Hey guys, Joe the Handyman here. Hope you're having a good day. Wanted to talk to you guys about a subject that I think is pretty important to people in trades. That subject is boots. When I started out in my business, obviously money was real tight, and I had this thought in my head that I'll just get some of the lower cost stuff when it came to tools and when it came to boots and things like that. I quickly learned that that's not really the right way to go, because in trades, in tools, in apparel, you really do get what you pay for, especially in what we do. So I started out getting things like Herman Survivors and some of the lower cost Timberlands and really whatever I could find, typically at like Walmart. It ended up that while they were good boots, to a certain extent, they failed quickly, and sometimes they actually really hurt. So one example of that is I picked up a pair of Dickies. Not sure which version of it was, maybe Magnum or something like that. And bought them new. I paid, I think, $70 for them, so it wasn't like ultra cheap, but it also wasn't expensive. And they were steel toes, which I always go with. I like steel toe boots. I use my feet quite a bit when I'm dealing with materials. When I'm cutting, I will actually rest a board on my toe, so I could use my circular saw. And these boots ended up killing my feet. Not only that, they ended up messing up my knee. I have a right knee, which I've injured playing hockey years ago. And while there's nothing really wrong with the knee, everything gets transferred, and the boots that I was using ended up really messing up my knee on a daily basis, really from the fatigue and I guess just the way that I was wearing them, or the way that it was transferring my weight to my knee and through my foot. So there's a place called Tony's here in Ocean County. They're in Lacey, New Jersey, and Tony's does a great job with things like Carhartt and Wolverine and all kinds of stuff for the trades. So did a lot of research first, which is what I always do, and turned out that I found a couple of different boots over at Tony's. And this is not an advertisement for Tony's, but they are good people. Looked at a few, looked at Wolverines and things like that. Nothing really caught my attention. Nothing really felt right. Ended up with a pair of Timberland Pro Boondocks, and they at first felt really clunky, but they were just super comfortable. And the guys there, and a lot of guys that I have, who are friends with me, who work, on the highways and things like that, they swear by them. So that's what I did. I ended up buying them, wore them out of the store, and I've had them for probably about, 4 or 5 months now. They have been the best boot I've ever worn. So this is them here. You can see that. The Boondocks. Let's give you a little bit of information on these. So it's got like a composite covering on the toe. I'm not sure if it's a steel toe or if it's like a Kevlar toe, but it doesn't matter. It's super strong. Great soles on them. Awesome support. Totally waterproof. Like, I actually used this when we had the snowstorms and stuff, and stepping in slush that was, past the, up into the upper part, and nothing. No water whatsoever. One thing I really like about these boots, I spend a lot of time on my knees, doing a lot of tile work and things like that. These toes right here are just incredibly strong. They really haven't worn out. A buddy of mine who's actually a union tile guy uses these same boots, and he's had it for about a year, and it's just starting to wear through a little bit on the toe. Now, again, he's literally on the floor all day long, every single day. So a year, that's fantastic. But one thing I do like about these is, and I don't know if it's just this type of shoelace, but these laces are super strong. Like, in a lot of other boots that I've had, when you're down and you're kind of turning your foot a little bit, the laces will rub up against the floor and they just fail. These, they're not even fraying. So I don't know if that's something with these boots or not. But like I said, fantastic, fantastic boot. When these eventually die, and I don't think it's going to be for any time soon, I will be getting another pair. So if you're in the market for boots, they're not super cheap. I mean, they're $190. That's what I paid for them. But like any other tool that you use, it's important to have good tools, and this is how I look at these. And it's been a fantastic experience. Knees are fine. They just work. So if you're in the market, I definitely suggest the Timberland Pro Boondocks. Not paid for an advertisement or anything like that. Just wanted to share it with you guys. Have a good day. God bless.